This is part 3, guys. I have 35 minutes on my phone. Yeah, Peter Jackson does not want to go down as the director who fucked up Ivan's masterpiece. Mel Gibson does not want to go down as the director who fucked up Ivan's masterpiece. Did Ivan make the right choice choosing to hire a director instead of directing it himself? He says, did Ivan make the right choice? I believe I did make the right choice. I believe I made the right choice of choosing to hire a director, as I know if I choose to direct myself, it's just going to be more stressing for me. I have to direct the actors at the same time I have to star as a lead. That's way too stressing. At the same time, all the creative people, like all the designers, the concept artists, all of them are going to be coming to me for questions. Because I told you, if you're the director of the movie, you're in charge of the creative side of the movie. If you're the director, you're in charge of the whole thing. And all the people are coming to you asking you all the questions. And I don't have experience taking on a big project, taking on a big movie project. Hence why I'll be very, very stressed out. And I don't want to take that chance of having a mental breakdown and something like that because I'm stressed out and what. And directing and acting is too stressing, see what I'm saying here? Hence why I believe I made the right choice of hiring a director to take that stress off me. If I hire Peter Jackson or Guillermo del Toro, they're going to take that stress off me. All the designers and all them are not going to be coming to me. They're going to be coming to Peter Jackson. And Guillermo del Toro will help him out. And I'll help him out too. Peter, I'm more than happy to help you out. When the designers and all them come to you for questions, I will help you out, obviously. But you're the boss of the movie. Peter Jackson will take that stress off me. I don't have to worry about what. About what? I don't have to worry about what? About the stress of these concept artists asking me all these questions, man. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, if you're a director, all the designers, all the construction designers, the Weta Workshop, all the people are coming to you for questions, man. Hey, what do you think of this? I'm saying, yeah, hence why you have Peter Jackson and Guillermo del Toro who have experience. Peter Jackson, yeah, don't worry about it. I produced Lord of the Rings, I produced The Hobbit, I know what I'm doing. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, Peter, you produced The Hobbit, you produced Lord of the Rings, you're the boss of Lord of the Rings. You know what you're doing. Hence why what? Hence why he will take that stress off me. Mel Gibson will take that stress off me. He produced the Passion of Christ. They know what they're doing. They will take that stress off me. I'll be like, oh my God, thank God Peter Jackson and Guillermo del Toro here. They're taking the stress off me. Yeah, they're taking the stress off me and VJ. I don't have to worry about directing the actors. I don't have to worry about the actors coming to me for questions. Because the actors are also come to the directors for questions too. But I told you, I'm more than happy to help out Peter Jackson. And Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni will be helping out Peter Jackson, Mel Gibson, and Guillermo del Toro too. And so they're going to take that stress off me. You see what I'm saying here? When I start my company, I don't have to worry about being lost because I'll have George Lucas consulting and help me out. Peter Jackson will be helping me out. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni will be helping me out. They're my co-CEOs. They're going to take that stress on me. Because Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni executive produce all these shows, they obviously know what they're doing. They're going to take the stress off me. You see what I'm saying here? That's why I know what I'm doing. Hire Peter Jackson or Mel Gibson or Guillermo del Toro to take the stress off you. And I'll have Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni be the assistant directors. I'll have them help out Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson a little bit. Okay, John and Dave, I want you helping out Peter Jackson and them a little bit with directing. Help them out a little bit. You see what I'm saying? As once filming starts, I will not be helping out Peter Jackson barely because I now have to get into character mode because I'm the lead of the story. I'm the lead of the whole movie. Okay, Peter, like you know what I'm saying? You took your notes. Guillermo del Toro will be helping you. That way, he takes the stress off you. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? I won't really have much time to be helping you out. Obviously, as once filming starts, I have to prepare myself mentally as an actor for the role of Tactius, the Prince of Xanus. See what I'm saying here? Yeah, that's why I'm hiring a director to take. VJ be like, I think it's best you hire a director. You know, I don't want you to be stressed out. I don't want you to be stressed out, Ivan. Yeah, if I direct and act, I'm going to be totally stressed out because I have to memorize my lines. At the same time, I have to take all my notes. It's too stressing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just hire a director who knows what he's doing, like Peter Jackson or Mel Gibson, to take the stress off you. As long as Mel Gibson and Peter Jackson co-write it with me and do the concept arts with me, we have the same vision. I don't have to worry about them ruining my movie. If they don't co-write it with me and they don't do the concept arts with me, then I would worry about perhaps them ruining my movie. You see what I'm saying here? Because they're not prepped. Because I told you, even good directors in Hollywood have flops. They have movies they have flops. You see what I'm saying here? They have artistic flops. Because there's some movies that are amazing movies, but they flop financially. What I mean, even good directors can have artistic flops. When I mean flops, I mean the movie wasn't great. It wasn't a great storytelling movie. You see what I'm saying here? Even the greats like Quentin Tarantino, Christopher Nolan, you know what I'm saying? All those guys, some of them not all of their movies were good movies. Some of the movies were not great movies. As Peter Jackson's Mortal Engines was a flop. It was not that great of a movie. The Hobbit was not that great either. The Hobbit was okay. It wasn't great. Whereas Lord of the Rings was a masterpiece. King Kong was pretty good. And Lord of the Rings was a masterpiece. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, even good directors can have artistic flops. That's why you have to make sure that even the good directors can make bad movies. That's why you have to make sure. I don't care how good you are, Peter. If you need to co-write it with me, and you need to do the concept arts with me and take your notes. That way you're prepped like you were for Lord of the Rings, and you get a good movie. As I will never let Peter Jackson direct my movie if he winged it. Like Peter, I will never let you touch my story if you're gonna wing it. No, man. Otherwise, you can perhaps potentially ruin my story. I don't want you winging it like you did for The Hobbit. You need to be prepped when production starts. By the time production starts, Peter Jackson should be fully prepped. He went over his notes. He did a concept arts with me. He knows the ins and outs of my story. He knows Eric Tetsu's devil himself. He Thesis is devil himself. He knows my story in and out. The North, the South. Takis is the Prince of the North. I'm Zen. You know what I'm saying? He co-wrote the script with me, so he knows my story inside and out. Hence why you will get an amazing movie. I don't have to worry about getting a terrible movie. I'll get an amazing movie. Something even better than even Lord of the Rings. Yeah, man. Because I poured like $980 million towards Zanus, man. Peter Jackson, Ivan, you gave me an unlimited budget, man, for your movie, man. Whereas Lord of the Rings, they gave me a fuck you shitty budget. But when you watch Lord of the Rings, it looks like a what? It looks like it was made for a good like $150 million when you watch it. It looks top quality, obviously, but it was only made for like $90 million each. And yet Peter Jackson managed to pull it off. He pulled it off, and it's an amazing movie, man. Yeah. So if Peter Jackson can do what he did for Lord of the Rings with a $90 million budget, imagine me giving him $80 million, putting $400 million towards special effects, $400 million plus towards special effects. You know what I'm saying? $400 million towards special effects. Obviously, $400 million towards special effects. You know what I'm saying? To what? $30 million towards set building. $35 million towards the costumes and weapons. Obviously. Another $40 million towards the extras. Ivan, how much money you put towards the extras? I'll put a good $35 to $40 million towards the extras around there. $37 million maybe is enough. Because I want to save as much money as I can for the special effects. The more leftover money I have, I can put more money towards special effects. Then we get even a better movie. I'm going to tell the special effects team, okay guys, I'm going to put $400 million towards special effects. And if there's like $15 million left over in the budget, after everything's paid for, I will put more of this money towards special effects. For the action sequences, the horror, the wolves, the world building, the eagles, the crows, put more, the background fighting extras, yeah, put more money towards that. That way you get an amazing movie. Give me a second, I'm going to get some water. Quick guys, sorry about that. I have to get a drink of water. Yeah, man. That's why before Xanax gets released, I am going to watch the Lord of the Rings series to build excitement for my movie, obviously. I'm going to watch KVJ. I want to watch the Lord of the Rings documentary. The whole thing. I want to watch the whole Fellowship of the Ring documentary. You know what I'm saying? Two Towers documentary, Return of the King documentary to build buzz for the documentary for Xanus, obviously. The Hobbit documentary. You know what I'm saying? And then before the movie gets, when the movie is about to, and afterwards, I want to watch the movies to build excitement. Watch the movies to build excitement for my Xanus movie, yeah. I guarantee you a lot of Lord of the Rings nerds are going to do that. All the people in Lord of the Rings Reddit, they're going, yeah, I'm going to watch the Lord of the Rings documentary, compare Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings. Let's compare him to the Peter Jackson and Zanus. You see the Peter Jackson and Zanus, he looks so much more happy. You know what I'm saying? Because I gave him his freedom, obviously. Whereas for Lord of the Rings, he was a dirty slave. You know what I'm saying? He was happy, obviously, because he was doing that amazing movie, obviously. But he was a dirty slave. You see what I'm saying? And they paid him less money too. You're gonna see Peter Jackson. Holy shit, Peter Jackson looks so much more invested and hardworking in Ivan's Wound than he was in Lord of the Rings. Because in Lord of the Rings, they paid him his $10 million salary for the whole thing. For the 5 years, for the 3 years of pre-production and production for the 3 movies, Peter Jackson only made his $10 million, I believe, and he worked his ass off. And Ivan paid him his $10 million sign bonus for pre-production, and a rich like $65 million salary for production. And Peter Jackson will work hard, and a nice $10 million bonus after the film is completed. Yeah. And Peter Jackson will work hard. It's a lot of money, man. Peter Jackson's walking away with like $60 million in his bank after taxes. And so work hard. He won't slack off, obviously. Yeah, money talks. You pay people a lot of money, they'll work harder for you, obviously. Pay them less, they won't work as hard. You're going to see the crewmen in Lord of the Rings. The crewmen, for my movie, you're going to see the crewmen in Lord of the Rings working in my movie. Holy shit, the crewmen are much older. The crewmen, most of the crewmen who work for my Lord of the Rings movie, my movie, are going to be like in their 50s, 40s. Because a lot of those crewmen back then who worked in Lord of the Rings were young. They were like 20, in their 20s, 30s back then. It's like 30 years later, they're all like older. They're all going to be like they're all going to be like in their late 40s, 50s, a little older. The crewmen for Lord of the Rings. You'll see all the same people from Lord of the Rings working on my movie, and you're going to see how much harder the crewmen are working in my movie than they are in Lord of the Rings. Because Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings, they got paid their shitty $30,000, and Hollywood, Warner Bros. New Line Cinema did not spoil the crewmen the way I spoiled them. You know, Ivan gave us a fucking what? Ivan gave us a what? He gave us a luxury buffet, man. Like every day, nice breakfast, dinner, dessert every day. And he paid us our nice like $150,000, which is a nice paycheck. You can do a lot of things with that money, man. If you get paid $100K a year, you're an upper class citizen. You're a part of the upper. $100K a year is your upper class citizen. The crewmen got their nice, $100K for the third year. They're getting their nice, $2,300 check every 2 weeks, which is a nice paycheck. Most people in the world don't make that. And what? They can feed their families well. They can what? Feed their families. They can do good things. With that money, you can buy a nice like $200,000 house for yourself. Rent a nice apartment. Buy a nice used car. Go on a nice vacation with your family. Feed your family for what? For a year and a half. Yeah, man. It's a nice paycheck. Hence, they're going to work harder for me. Money talks, man. If you pay these people a lot of money, I know what I'm doing. They're going to work hard. Peter Jackson, like, Ivan, that's smart. If you pay them $150,000, the crewmen are going to work hard for you. Like, holy shit, Ivan, your company blows Hollywood out of the water. Hollywood can't afford this. Yeah, Hollywood can't afford to pay the crewmen a wall for $150,000. No, man. In Hollywood, the crewmen make like 25, 30K. You know what I'm saying? Because they have to have bounce. You have 2,000 crewmen, you have to pay like most of them like $30,000 to have bounce. To afford to pay them their salaries, you know what I'm saying? Which is a shitty paycheck. So the crewmen for Lord of the Rings, I saw the behind the scenes. They worked their asses off for peanuts. Obviously, they worked their asses off for peanuts, and they still what? They still worked hard. So Warner Bros. Paid the crewmen for Lord of the Rings $30,000, and the crewmen still worked their ass off. They were fed shittier food, and the crewmen still worked hard. Well, imagine me serving them a buffet, giving them 3 beers once a week. Obviously, I'm going to give the crewmen, Peter Jackson, all of them 3 beers once a week. I thought of 3 beers every day, but you can't do that. Beer is bad for you. Drinking beer every day is not good for you. And so I'll give the crewmen 3 beers once a week. I don't know. Every Friday, guys, you guys get your beer. You get your beer. You get your 3 beers. You can drink. You can do a thing where you give them 3 beer. You give them 1 beer. You give them 1. You can give them like what? You can give them 2 beers during dinner, and give them 1 beer during dessert. Once a week, obviously. Whereas the actors, I might do a thing where I give them 1 beer, because 3 beers can give you a tipsy buzz. It can give you a buzz, and so don't have the actors drink 3 beers in one setting. Have them drink like 1 or something like that. If you give them 3 beers once a week, which is nice perk obviously, and you serve them a luxury buffet, and you pay them you pay them that nice rich salary. They're making that nice, I don't know, $2,300 check every 2 weeks. They're gonna work hard for you, and you're gonna get unheard of quality for your movie, man. I don't have to worry. You know what I'm saying? Peter Jackson, Ivan, how much money do you want to put towards salaries? I don't know, Peter. $410 million. He's like, what? Say that again, Ivan. I'm like, $410 million. Like, Ivan, that's crazy. Ivan, this is how much money. This is more than how much the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy was made for as a whole. Yeah, man. Lord of the Rings was made for a total of about $280 million. Lord of the Rings, the 3 movies. And I am putting $410 million towards salaries alone. That's why my company blows Hollywood out of the water. Yeah, your company blows Hollywood out of the water. Yeah, it blows Hollywood out of the water. The amount of money I'm putting towards salaries is more than how much these big budget movies are made for as a whole, man. You see what I'm saying here? I know what I'm doing. Even VJ was like, Ivan, that's crazy. $410 million is crazy. I was like, VJ, I know what I'm doing. If I pay the crewmen their $30K, they're not going to work as hard. And they trust me, VJ, Ivan, you don't have to pay them $150K. $30K is good enough, VJ. Do not be cheap. VJ, me and you have the keys. Let's not be cheap. These crewmen have families. There's nothing worse than me and you, VJ, making our billions off. There's nothing worse than me. There's nothing worse than me and you, Peter Jackson, the actors, and the cinematographers and special effects main guys benefiting, and all the crewmen don't benefit. They make their shitty $3,000. It's no, man. VJ, I grew up poor. I know that feeling. It's not fun not having any money. I'm going to put $410 million of my own money into the movie, to the salary budget. That way I can pay the crewmen the rich $150,000. And the supervisors are rich like $200,000, $250,000, $270,000. That way they work hard for me. The crewmen work hard for you. You pay the crewmen $150K, they're going to work harder for you. Double harder than what they even did for Lord of the Rings, man. They're going to work hard. VJ, I know what I'm doing. If you want to get a better movie than Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, pay the crewmen way more money and spoil them with a buffet. If you want Peter Jackson to work harder for you than what he did for Lord of the Rings, pay him a very, very rich salary. Pay him a nice $100+ million salary for Peter Jackson. The way he worked hard for you. He makes his nice $60 million after taxes in his bank, $58 million after taxes in his bank. Peter Jackson will work hard. He won't slack off. He'll work his ass off. You see what I'm saying? He'll work hard. And I want to pay the actors a very, very rich salary, more than even what Hollywood pays on average. That way the actors work hard for me. I know what I'm doing, VJ. VJ, okay, Ivan, yes. Ivan, it's all good. We'll make our money back. We have keys. Yeah, me and you have the keys, VJ. We'll make our money back. We're going to make our nice, $4.5 billion off the movies and the merch. We're going to make, a good $3.4 billion in profit for ourselves. Me and you, VJ. So there's nothing worse than us making that money and we're paying all these crewmen $30,000. No. I feel like shit. There's nothing worse than me and you, me and VJ, we signed that big contract with Amazon. Saying the crew and all know we signed that contract and they're making $3,000. There's nothing worse than them making that money. No. Pay them their nice $150,000 the way they work hard for you. And some of the crewmen might even cry when I offer them that money. They're like, Ivan, thank you, man. They might cry. Ivan, thank you so much. Ivan and VJ, thank you so much. I'm saying, in Hollywood, I'm never going to make this kind of money in Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood can't afford to pay the crewmen that kind of money. Hollywood can't afford it. Hollywood is cheap, obviously, but at the same time, Hollywood can't afford to pay all the crewmen $150K. No. Only a few people in the crewmen will make their, nice money, and everyone else gets shitty money. All the assistants and all stuff, they all get their $25, $30K. So, in other words, the crewmen who work in Hollywood, it's like a part-time job, pretty much. It's like a part-time job. They only make $30,000. It's shitty money, and Hollywood serves them shittier food. Sometimes Hollywood probably serves the actors and crewmen some nice food, obviously. Sometimes they probably do, obviously, most likely, right? Sometimes I might even serve them a buffet, but it's not on the same level as my company. I'm serving them a nice buffet. They get their nice $150,000 paycheck, which is $80,000 after taxes. So after filming is completed, the crewmen are walking away with $80,000. Depends where they live. If you live in New Zealand, they'll walk away with $100,000 plus in their bank. If they live in America, they'll walk away with $80K. If they live in Canada, they'll walk away with $100K. It just depends where they live. You see what I'm saying? It depends where they live. You see what I'm saying? Even Peter Jackson will be shocked. Holy, Ivan, how much money are you putting towards your movie again? I'm putting Peter, $980 million. He's like, what? $980 million? I'm like, yeah, $980 million. Holy shit, Ivan, your company's better than Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? You got your nice studio office, your nice program for your computer with a high-tech GPS system, a high-tech computer software for writing your scripts. You got your nice special effects unit team building, your nice console room building. You're putting $9 million towards Zanes. Yeah, your company's better than Hollywood, Ivan. Yeah, holy shit, Ivan, your company's better than Warner Bros. Warner Bros. Will never offer me this kind of, never give me this kind of budget for the kind of money for budget. Yeah, because I gave Peter Jackson, Mel Gibson, an unlimited budget. They're gonna what? They don't have to worry about running out of money for all these scenes, man. Okay, Ivan, how much money do you want to put towards your CGI technology special effects? I don't know, Peter. $400 million. He's like, what? He's like, what? Say it again, Ivan. Like, I don't know, $400 million. Like, holy shit, Ivan, that's a lot of money, man. Ivan, this is a revolutionization of technology. This is better than Avatar. Yeah, this is better than my Lord of the Rings movie. You're looking at something much better than even The Hobbit. This is better than The Hobbit. Yeah. Ivan, how much money you want to put towards building the sets? I don't know, Peter. $30 million budget towards building the sets. He's like, holy shit. For Lord of the Rings, we only had a couple $1 million for the budget for sets. How much money do you want to put towards the costumes and weapons, Ivan? I don't know, Peter. $35 million. He's like, holy shit, Ivan, that's a lot of money towards costumes and weapons. You're looking at top-notch costumes and weapons. Yeah, something better than what you got for Lord of the Rings. For Lord of the Rings, they probably had, I don't know, a $2 million budget for the costumes. They probably had a $4 or $5 million budget for the set building. Lord of the Rings. And Ivan has a $30 million budget for the sets. So I'm going to build unheard of sets, man, for my movie. Yeah. Peter Jackson doesn't have to worry about running out of money. Yeah. Ivan, how much money do you want to put? How much extras do you want to have in your movie? I don't know, Peter. 6,000 extras. How much money you put into the extras? I don't know. 35, 37, $40 million towards the extras. He's like, holy shit, Ivan. Yeah. Ivan, you're looking at something unheard of for the gatherings and the war. You're actually hiring thousands of extras. Yes, I'm actually hiring thousands of extras. That's why I look at something unheard of for Zanus. Whereas for Lord of the Rings, for the war, they only had a couple hundred extras, and they added in the CGI special effects for the war. Whereas for my movie, I'm not doing that. I'm actually going to hire thousands of extras. That's why you're looking at a better war than what you even got for Lord of the Rings. Something crazy, man. Yeah, man, you're looking at an amazing movie for Zanus, man. Something crazy. You're looking at an amazing movie for Zanus, man. And, finally, hey Ivan, hey Peter, I want to feed the crew. Ivan, what are you thinking of? I'm thinking of serving them an all-you-can-eat buffet for breakfast, dinner, and dessert. They eat. Everyone. We film. Everyone starts filming at 6. We end filming at 9, and then everyone gets 2 hours off. We eat from 9 to 11. You get a nice 2-hour break. And then from 11 to 4, we film again, and then 4 o'clock, everyone eats dinner. Their dinner is their lunch, pretty much. All you can eat, and then we film till like 9. And then from 9 to like 11, 12, everyone eats to 9 to like 11, everyone eats their dessert. And we film for another like hour, and filming ends at 8. Ivan, what are you thinking of for the food? I don't know, Peter. I'm thinking hamburger sliders. You know what I'm saying? Poutine, nice breaded fries, crispy poutine with gravy and cheese. Nice fried rice. Couple of options of fried rice. Teriyaki meats. 8 options of teriyaki meats. Pork, beef, chicken. Nice chicken balls. Ribs, wings. You know what I'm saying? A huge salad bar. Peter Jackson's like, holy shit, Ivan, you're spoiling the crew and the actors. Hollywood doesn't serve us this kind of food. In Lord of the Rings, they served us like meat, potatoes, and pasta. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's like, holy shit, Ivan, you're spoiling the crew. And yeah, I want an unheard of vending machine. You know the vending machines at Subway? When you have those options of mixing in your drinks and all stuff. I want a nice vending machine like that for the soft drinks. You know what I'm saying? Coke, Mountain Dew, Sprite, Orange Crush, Fruitopia, orange juice, and like water, and like a milkshake machine, chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry milkshake. He's like, holy shit, you're spoiling the crew. Ivan, what are you thinking of for dessert? I don't know. I'm thinking cheesecake, chocolate cake, white cake, apple pie, apple crisp, strawberry pie, blueberry pie. You know what I'm saying? And like ice cream and all that stuff. He's like, holy shit, you're spoiling the crewman. Yeah. He's like, holy shit. Ivan, what are you thinking of for the kitchen corner? I'm thinking something like MasterChef. A top high-end kitchen where all the chefs cook all the food. You know, he's like, holy shit, Ivan, for Lord of the Rings, they cook food in the fucking trailer, and you're renting like an actual like luxury kitchen equipment. Yeah. A nice luxury kitchen equipment for the chefs to cook the food. Something top notch. Yeah, the blenders for making I want the chefs making the ice cream too. Make vanilla ice cream, caramel ice cream, strawberry ice cream, chocolate ice cream, Oreo ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Brownie ice cream. Yeah, you make all that nice ice cream for the crewmen, the Lord of the Rings crewmen. Yeah, and it's finally gonna hit Peter Jackson's mind. Holy shit! Hey, okay, Peter, I want to do a luxury hotel party. I want to do a luxury hotel party in Switzerland, and I want to host a red carpet event there for the movie. Okay, Ivan, what hotel are you thinking of? I don't know, Peter. He already knows. He saw my videos. I don't know, Peter. I'm thinking the Bergenzark Resort, the Bergenzark Hotel. He's like, okay, Ivan, what's that hotel? I show him the pictures. This is the hotel I'm thinking of. Holy shit, Ivan, this is a luxury hotel. This is top notch. You're looking at a top notch party, Ivan, at this hotel. Yeah, inside and out party with DJs, all you can drink alcohol. He's like, holy shit, Ivan. And the red carpet event they'll host a red carpet event there. He's like, holy shit, that's top notch. Yeah. Holy shit, Ivan, your company's better than Hollywood, man. Hollywood can't afford this. Yeah. My company beats out Hollywood. Yeah, man. Yeah, Peter, I also want to give everyone, I also want to give everyone in the crewman a $2,000 gift card. You know what I'm saying? I want to give all the Lord of the Rings crewmen a $2,000 gift card. You know what I'm saying? You get your $2,000 gift card. Guillermo del Toro gets a $2,000 gift card. You know what I'm saying? The 7 team gets a $2,000 gift card. All the actors get a $2,000 gift card. Everyone who signs a contract for my company gets a $2,000 gift card. Holy shit, I mean, that's nice. That's a nice bonus. Yeah. Hence why the crewmen, if the crewmen are greedy in the ass, we're gonna get a bonus. I'm like, guys, I'm already paying you a bonus. You get your $2,000 gift card. Your $2,000 gift card is your bonus for the movie. After you finish filming, I'll have my secretaries give you guys everyone their $2,000. You guys line up, and the secretaries give everyone their $2,000 gift card. That's your bonus, and that's a nice bonus. As in Hollywood, you don't get squat. You don't get $2,000 gift cards in Hollywood. You get your $30,000 shitty salary, and that's it. Whereas I'm nice enough to pay you your $1,000 and give you a nice $2,000 gift card. That's good enough. If you don't like my offer, you're more than welcome to work in Hollywood and make your shitty $30,000 if you don't like my offer. I'm going to be very, very strict. See what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you, some crewman might be greedy and cocky, and they might try and push for more money. What if you pay me $1,000, Iron? I'm like, look, man, I'm not fucking stupid. $1,000 is good enough. I'm not going any higher than this, as you're going to be affecting my budget. I was nice enough to take $400 million of my own money to pay you your risk salary. This is my final offer. If you don't like it, you're more than welcome to work in Hollywood and make your $30,000. Ivan, it's a deal, yeah. The crewmen, I don't have to worry about negotiating with them because they'll all agree to my $1,000 deal. As they don't make that in Hollywood. In Hollywood, they make like $30K, man. $30, $35K, $40K in Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? That's why Peter Jackson, yeah, Ivan, you don't have to worry about the crewmen slacking off more. Yeah, Ivan, I don't have to worry about the crewmen slacking off, you know what I'm saying, in some stuff for some of the sections. They're all going to work really hard. Ivan, the crewmen are all going to work really hard for you if you pay them this money, yeah. I know what I'm doing. If you pay the crewmen this money, they're going to work really hard. As if I was a crewman and I worked for a movie and I got paid $1,000, I'd work my ass off. Because I'm getting a nice like $2,400 check every 2 weeks. It's a nice paycheck, man. If I was making $2,100 every 2 weeks, I'd work my ass off. That's a lot of money, man. Do a lot of good things with the money after taxes. Buy your nice car, rent a nice apartment for yourself. Rent a nice apartment for a couple years for yourself. You can buy a nice used car. You go on a vacation, a nice 1 week vacation with your family. Yeah, man. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's enough to last you for a good year and a half. It's a nice paycheck. Whereas 30 grand will only last you for a couple months. After a couple months, the crewmen in Hollywood, they blow their money, obviously. Whereas the money I pay them will last them for a good year and a half. And so work harder for me, obviously. You're going to see, trust me, when you watch the documentary, all you Lord of the Rings nerds who are on Lord of the Rings Reddit, when you watch the Lord of the Rings documentary and you see Peter Jackson and working in Lord of the Rings, you know what I'm saying? You see the Barry producer, because I'm gonna hire that Barry producer, the Barry Osborne producer. I'm gonna hire him as the assistant producer to help out Peter Jackson, and the 17, the third year, obviously in the fourth year. You're gonna see how much harder the Barry guy and Peter Jackson are working in my movie compared to fucking what? Lord of the Rings. You're gonna see the crewmen, all the sections of the crewmen, the construction crewmen, the makeup artists, the clothing designers, Weta Workshop. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see all the cinematographers. You're gonna see them all working. You see them getting interviewed in Lord of the Rings. You compare them to my movie. Holy shit, they look so much more happy in Ivan's movie, obviously, and you can tell they're working much more harder. They're much more invested in Ivan's movie than they were in Lord of the Rings. Why? Because I paid them the $150,000. I paid the supervisors their nice like $200, $250, $270,000. A lot of money. I'm spoiling them with an all-you-can-eat buffet 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. I'm giving them 3 birds once a week. I'm giving them their once-a-month parties once every month. Hence, they're going to work harder for me. Yeah, man. They're gonna work hard for Mitch McCaffrey.